she comes towards me and she's like, "Are you Sam?"
Mm.
And with my cool self, I'm like, "Wow, yeah, I'm Sam, man. Yeah, this is me."
Oh,
Yeah. And she tells me she's Washuka. And immediately, with my mischief and my crazy self from the ghetto, I'm like, "Oh God, you gave me someone to pick me up, and you also brought me a wife."
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
Yeah. Instead of opening her door, she knocks, she rings the bell.
Mm.
And I'm like, "Okay, you live with someone?" And then this big guy from Sierra Leone comes, very built. And there goes my dreams. But
Yes.
the good thing about America is that also the business-wise, you can do it without school. For me, I ended up in a business that, apart from that English and the way I was structured, the discipline of waking up every day to go to Wake Tech, that helped me. It helps me today. So the story was that some ladies will come and make the money more than the dude, and then overturns the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Where you go on Instagram and you see I was insulted for about 48 hours every minute by women from all over the world. I think that was a record.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
We are so excited today. We have Mr. Sam. We've been looking forward to having Mr. Sam here, and we are super excited. So Sam, we will chit chat with you so you can tell us everything that you're up to. You tell us about your journey. So we'll start by asking you to tell us when you came to the US and what that was like, those first few days, weeks. What were the shocks? What were you expecting? Did it match up with your expectations?
Okay, so that's the first question. I'm
Yes.
supposed to go. Wow, that was fast.
We jump right in.
Right
Yep.
in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all, I come from Kenya, in a place called Makongeni. It's some kind of the Makongeni area I used to live was kind of a ghetto-ish, somewhere in between ghetto and just okay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we had not seen much of things outside Nairobi.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I knew the computers, I knew this, I knew that. But upon arriving at the airport in Jomo Kenyatta, I took the flight, and the flight, and I was up high after, of course, working so hard to be able to get that visa.
Mm.
And the first shock I got, well, I don't know if I should call it shock, but this we call them air hostess.
Mm.
So she comes and asks me if I want some coffee. And I say, yes, of course. And then she goes and brings a little beaker, a metal one, and it had milk in it. And I was like, oh, that's not coffee. She brought it first, and then she had to go for the coffee. And I saw the milk and I was like, okay, she decided to give me the milk. And I took that little beaker and I was like, and I was like, ooh, tasty. This is good milk. If you're from Kenya, you know what UHT is, Shiro, right? So I thought it's a brand of milk called UHT. It had a lot of cream in it. It was very tasty, strong. Only to realize when I came here, that was half and half.
Yeah.
So she brought the second one, and I took it. And then the third one, she realized, oh, this guy doesn't know that this will go in the coffee. And I'm still waiting for my coffee. And she brought the coffee and the milk, and she did it for me. And she told me, you mix
I'll
this
just
together.
do it.
Yeah. So that was my very fast, very funny moment, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then I was coming as a student, and I never had any relative in America, no friends that I know also. And my I-20 was about to expire. So it was to expire on a Monday, and I had to travel on a Sunday. Yeah. And I didn't have anyone to pick me at the airport. We were looking for someone to do that. And upon arrival, I realized that my dad and my uncles and the friends who helped me get on the plane lied to me that someone will pick me up at the airport in Georgia, Hartfield, only to arrive and I sit there and I'm like, oh, no one is coming to pick me up, you know? I'm like, and damn me, I should have asked for a phone number, you know? How did they know I'm coming, you know? You know, that being African, that, oh, someone will pick me up. Someone will be waiting for me. And I get there and no one is there. And then someone notices me who had come in the same plane with me. And he said, hey, dude, you're the one who had so many people at the airport and they caused commotion. I had like 2 vans of some very rowdy friends from the ghetto who took me to the airport and they started a fight. Yes. So this guy, he told me, hey, I saw you guys fighting. And I'm like, me? And he said, oh, don't worry. Where are you going? I'm like, North Carolina. Where? Shaw University. Who is picking you up here? Nobody. Do you have a flight there? No. Do you have someone picking you up and taking you to the bus station? I'm like, no.
Oh, wow.
And then the guy who comes to pick him up is called Dr. Joe Karogi, a very famous man in the North Carolina community, Kenyan, you know. He comes to pick him up, and then he is told that by this guy that I don't know where to go. I don't have a place to stay. I don't have anybody to pick me up. And so they take me to a Greyhound. They take my diary. We had diary then, not phone books or not phones. I mean, just diaries. You write numbers, you know. And they took my diary and they saw a 919 number. Only to realize that, oh, I'm like, oh yeah. They asked me, hey, whose number is this? I tell them, hey, it's my former classmate. He was also looking for a visa, but he failed. So he told me if I get to Raleigh, I should say hi to the sister. And they told me, hey, you gotta call this number. So I called the number and I'm like, hey, Anne, Washuka, if you know Washuka, Shiro, if you know Ashuka, maybe.
The tall one.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
So the brother used to be my classmate. Actually, sworn enemies, but we ended up being friends because we were looking for visas together. So he told me, hey, dude, go say hi to my sister. Here is the number. And I was like, hey, Ann, voice message, because it's a booth, remember? And I have to leave a message in her house phone so that in the morning, if she's working, she can get the message.
Yes.
So I call and leave a message. I'm told, hey, tell her, hey, this is Sam. Your brother was my classmate and he gave me your number so that I can call you. But please pick me by the Greyhound in Raleigh downtown at 7 a.m. in the morning. And please, you will have to host me for a day or two before I figure things out. And guess
that
what?
Is crazy.
She picked me up. I took the bus and yeah. And the bus was leaving at 7 in Georgia, and it was arriving at 7 downtown Raleigh. And in every exit, everything looked the same. I was telling the driver, hey, am I there? Until the driver decided, hey, I'll tell you once we're in Raleigh, I'll let you know. Just stay put. And then I had this suit because someone in the ghetto told me, hey, if you don't have a suit, you will be deported, my friend.
So you were in a suit in the Greyhound?
Yes, all the way from Kenya to Raleigh, one suit.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
With a tie, a borrowed one.
That's amazing. So you got in a bus without even knowing if you find somebody there. So
Yeah.
When?
And there we go. I was sitting at the Greyhound in the morning, a little tired, or in my suit. And in Kenya, I was this cool guy. I was this rapper in Swahili. I was this very cool guy. The last person I was with that Sunday was a kingpin called Nameless. Shiro, you know him.
Yes.
So I was this cool guy, and my head was telling me if I get here, I'll meet Dr. Dre and those guys. They will be my friends. So, but anyway, that's a story for another day. But I get here and I'm sitting at the Greyhound wondering if she's coming. And I keep looking at people coming in. This was Shuka. She is still very beautiful at her 40s, you know? And she was this tall, light-skinned girl, and she had stayed in America for long. She is very eloquent, and her English sounded so American. So she walked to me, and she had this combat jeans, you know, these soldier kind of jeans, tall, majestic, and a nice top. And I looked at her, and I'm like, she comes towards me, and she's like, "Are you Sam?" And with my cool self, I'm like, "Wow, yeah, I'm Sam, man. Yeah, this is me." Yeah. And she tells me she's Washuka. And immediately, with my mischief and my crazy self from the ghetto, I'm like, "Oh God, you gave me someone to pick me up, and you also brought me a wife."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. True story.
You're not gonna say wife.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was coming.
True story. And she
oh my gosh.
IHOP, and I'm trying to look cool. But she takes me to IHOP, and we order some eggs, and this lady asks me, "Hey, what do they ask? Scrambled or sunny side up?"
Yeah.
And then she asked me that, and I'm like, I don't want Washuka to answer for me. So I'm like, yeah. So the waiter is like, yeah. She asked again, sunny side up or scrambled? I'm like, yeah, but I really don't know what she's asking.
You just want to be cool.
I want to be cool. I don't want to mess with Washuka right now. I want her to know that I'm this guy, you know?
You say yeah.
Yeah. And she laughed it, and she said scrambled. This guy cannot handle. He's just he's straight from the jungle. He can't handle sunny side up.
Yeah. But like it's not cooked yet.
Yeah. And then after that, we passed by Target. And that's where I realized, I blew things up, because she buys me deodorant. I had never had deodorant in my life. And the story begins. I'm like,
my gosh.
Deodorant, she tells me, yeah, this one you apply in your armpits. Your sweat.
Oh no.
Yes. And I'm like, and then we go. She used to live in Wendell. She drives me there, and instead of opening her door, she knocks, she rings the bell. And I'm like, okay, you live with someone? And then this big guy from Sierra Leone comes, very built. And there goes my dreams.
Yes. It's like that's it.
Oh, meet my boyfriend. I'm like, golly. Okay.
You know, I have to say, Anne is a really wonderful person, and she has a great heart. That I'm not surprised she came and picked you up and fed you. That is not a surprise to me. She's a really good person.
Yep. And she put up with me. And even months later, I was still trying to work on her to be my girl. She was like, dude, no. Yeah. But the guy happened to be the guy who helped me settle in Shaw University.
Oh, wow.
The Sierra Leone guy?
Yes.
Oh.
I think he was Sierra Leonean. It could be another country. Yeah, but he was not Kenyan. And he helps me step by step, gives me rides and all that.
Wow.
And my mindset was, okay, I'm done. You are my helper. I'm not winning this. Okay. Yes. Yeah. And so I settled in Shaw University. Have I answered your question?
I mean, wow, that's crazy. When you were getting on the plane to go to Georgia, did you know how far Georgia was from your school?
No. It was the only flight available.
Wow.
Yeah, only flight. And my dad and his friend, Council Njoroge, I don't know if you know him, Shiro. He used to be in Thika. He knows very well no one is picking me up, but they didn't have a choice.
Yeah, they said you figure it out.
So they said I'll figure it out.
Yeah, because your visa, right? You had to go.
Yeah, I had to go.
So no matter what, you're going.
Yes.
That's crazy.
There was no choice.
So how old were you at that age?
I was 17.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
17. Yes.
Well, that's crazy.
But you know, it goes to show that when you landed on the hands with people who have good hearts.
Yes.
Because you could have landed in a totally different situation.
In a totally different situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
People are kind.
Yeah.
And
also community.
Yeah. And I came and then I give Washuka the only money I had. Hey, keep this for me. You know, I'm this little guy. I don't know what to do with dollars. That were changed for me.
and you already spent some of it to take the bus from Atlanta to here, by the way.
Yes. And then this money, thank God it was the Clinton era before the bust of 2008 real estate. So the economy was amazing.
Yeah.
And the country was eating up money and partying. So on the fourth day, I already had a job at Hilton. A lady called Shiro Nyaga took me in and gave me a job. Yeah.
Just like
to
me.
do serving, to become a waiter.
Oh,
I have never met this Shiro Nyaga, but
Shiro Nyaga, she stayed here in America for 2 more years and moved to Kenya with the husband. Another story. It's me who introduced him to her. Me, I was busy finding a wife, but then I get a wife and someone takes her. I meet one and she has somebody. Because I was like, and they were looking at me like I'm a kid. They were in their high 20s, you know? They're like, this guy from Kenya. I became famous so fast because I had this Swahili slang that they loved, and I was this guy energetic and everything. Yeah. And my first time I did a job at Hilton serving, I realized they were throwing away a lot of food and they left a whole half cake that was supposed to go to the trash. And I asked my supervisor, hey, is this cake going to the trash too? And she said, yes. I said, can I eat it? She said, yes. And I was like, me? Eat it, really? She said, yes. I went to the break room and ate almost all that cake. They should have given me some stew because I ate it like I was going to die tomorrow. And the next day I was sick in my stomach. I'm like, you mean I've never been offered a full cake with icing on top? That was a dream come true.
It's true. Yeah, the restaurant, they throw away so much food.
They do.
Yeah.
So I never came from the Kenya where people saw those things. I came from the Kenya where, yes, I saw computers in that college after high school. And I knew music by B.I.G., Dr. Dre, all that. I knew about East Coast, West Coast. You know, it comes till the ghetto. But then I don't know any other things. Yes, so everything seemed like culture shock to me.
Nice.
Yeah, but I was too cool.
And the language with the everything else.
Yeah. That ended in an assisted living by Durley Road called Cambridge Hills. I don't know what it calls itself today. And there is a question I read about my first job. Maybe I'll explain it once you get to that question.
You can go ahead. Get into it. That's the next part. Go ahead.
So Washuka, my good friend, she knows this story. It's on YouTube too, actually, this story. She hosts me, and then all these Kenyan dudes also wanted her. And she had this guy, this girl, even right now, with her majestic tallness, you know? And this guy, I won't mention his name, but he used to drive a taxi and used to come there at Washuka's every day and just, you know, act just a good friend. But I knew what he wanted, and I knew he ain't gonna get it. Yes. Because this Sierra Leone guy was too cool, too tall, and too rich. Yes. We were done. And so this guy starts picking me up to take me to school. Because in school I had to wait for the bus. My classes were ending at midday. I had to stay for a few hours for me to catch the bus back to Wendell. Wendell was not like it is today. It was a small itty-bitty town, you know? Yeah. Thank God it was very easy for me to get a license there. And so this guy keeps picking me up, and he liked me, and he loved my vibe, and the brother too, the older brother. And we kept picking me up. He introduced me to friends and all that, and eventually told me, hey, dude, come live in my place, you know? My brother is okay with it. They used to be with a brother. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Because he got tired of dropping me to Wendell every day, and I'm not paying him anything, you know? And I started living with him. And then at one point he told me, dude, you can't even pay your school fees with that money at Hilton. But at least I had collected enough to buy a car. So within 2 months, I had bought a car, a $1,500 Nissan Stanza from one of the mechanics here. And then he told me, dude, now you have a car, you have a license, please, let me show you a good job that will give you money, and we'll look for a second job after that. And this job is working with the old people, and all you do is play bingo with them and walk around with them. There is really nothing you're doing. It's an assisted living. They're old and they have dementia, but you know, it's easy work. And I'm like, oh, playing cards and bingo with them? And he said, yeah. Then, my friends, you will arrive in USA and start a CNA job the next day without any certification, no training. That's how CNAs were on demand, and nursing.
Wow.
Yes. And he takes me to Cambridge Hills of Raleigh. It used to be called Meadowbrook. It's a poor man assisted living, maybe funded by the government, you know. So it's not really rich people, but it was. And we walk in there and I smell this funny, funky smell. And I'm like, "Ay, my friend, where have you brought me?" He told me, come on, you'll be fine. And we go upstairs where there is more help needed for the people. The downstairs was more independent people. And we go upstairs and I meet this good man, African American. He had been there for like 20 years, very good at his CNA work. And so he introduces me to Willis, and he leaves me there. And not Willis, but Willie. And Willie tells me, hey, follow me. Let me teach you this job. And I'm like thinking, hey, I'm just going to play with old people. I'm telling you, we got in a room and it was, wow, the smell. And it was, wow, the lady was fighting. And it was, wow, a lot of soiled clothes all over. We had to clean while fighting. And he told me, okay, this is how it's done. This is how it's done. And boom. The second one, he told me, do it. I'm like, who, me? I was like, he was like, yes, do it. You wanted a job, right? I'm like, yes, yes. Hey, and I try and I couldn't. He helped me. The third one, he said, do that one, or else you're out of here. And the fourth one, I did it. And he told me, now go for a break. It was upstairs, and I could see my nice little Nissan Stanza, my dream.
That can get you out of there.
And I was thinking, that's a dream. And I got it, but I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What am I doing? It is an abomination for me to touch my grandma in Kenya. Actually, my grandma died a bad death because no one was there to help her. And one day I saw her soiled and I could not touch her. And up to these days, I regret. That part of culture was not so good because I should have helped her. Yeah. And yes, that's my first job.
Wow. How long did you do that?
And so I go back to the house and I tell him, hey, what did you just do to me? I'm not going back there. And he asks me, hey, where else will you go? You'll go back to Hilton where you worked so hard all day. You can't even pay for your school. You can't even have good time. At least this job, you get to work at night and some hours during the day, and you play around with your hours in school, and you can collect that 4,000 in one semester and pay the international school fees, you know? And I think about it and I ponder, and my friends at show tell me, hey, dude, that's how it is in America. And the next day I go to work, and the next day, and I said, you know, I'm not staying here. 6 months, I'm done. 6 months goes, and I get a second job, and I get an apartment, and I start getting these TVs from Circuit City. It's today's, then back then, it's like Best Buy.
Yes.
Because they give them to me they're telling me, hey, take it. You'll pay little by little.
Little by little.
Yes. And I furnish my house, and lo and behold, my one check disappears with the bills suddenly. Oh my
Welcome
God.
to America.
And they tell me, hey, you're so good. Can you do med tech? Can you become a med technician? And I say, oh, of course. More income? Yes. You'll get $2 more. And I do that thing and I pass. So I've never done CNA up to today, but I'm a technician.
Oh, good.
Well, I was, yes. So before I knew it, 6 years gone.
Wow. Yes.
Wow.
And what did you do at Shaw?
I went there for computer science, but at my second year, the lies ran out, and I couldn't lie to them anymore that I used to tell them my rich dad is coming with the money is on the way, blah, blah, blah. I paid them 4,000 at one point, then eventually they kicked me out.
Oh, wow.
And my friends told me, okay, welcome to the world. Yes, and eventually I joined Wake Tech and graduated as an engineer, heavy engines and equipment.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's how it went by.
Yeah.
So your degree, how are you applying it today? Are you using it today?
I happened to be doing very well in English in Wake Tech. Actually, I wrote a story about, of course, Rwanda, the Rwandan massacre in one of the papers. And it was at the notice board for a whole semester. I moved everybody. Those guys thought I'm from Rwanda, and I kept it that. Yeah. And I wrote another story about me being in Zimbabwe as a Zimbabwean, and I went to South Africa to seek for gold. And at one point, I was almost dying, and I could see vultures coming from me. And one started taking a bite of me, and I saw darkness, and I found myself in a hospital in Johannesburg. And I fell in love with this nurse who was nursing me. The whole school was amazed. These guys. They thought the gold rush was real. Yeah. So
you're representing everyone here.
Yes.
In your life story.
I'm a storyteller.
Congo, Zimbabwe, you're Kenyan.
Kenyan, everything.
That's funny.
Yeah. But actually that story, I borrowed a small portion of it from a book back then, Daniel Steele book. Yeah, in one of the novels, they had a backstory about Kruger Gold Company in South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah. So I took that and created a story. So to make my story short about if I use it today, yes, I do, because I have a book from good to great. You see it?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a short book. And I have another one called Dust to Destiny. And of course, I have a label clothing line called Dust and Dreams. They all have meaning. And the books, no one edited for me, and no one really helped me write. Of course, this new one, the new one, no, this is the old one, the new one, ChatGPT.
I was about to say.
But this one is all me.
Okay.
So it helps me there in terms of making sales. I make at least $40 a month from ADP, Amazon.
That's good.
Not a lot, but something at least I can boast with. Yeah. So at least college helped me in that manner and to structure myself in my business. And actually yesterday I was telling people, hey, as much as they say that college is a scam, it's really not a scam in many ways. It is a scam if you're going to have a $400,000 loan doing marketing. And myself, I do marketing for people and for myself. And I do marketing for people who have gone to college for marketing. They pay me to help them, you know. So it's a scam in that way if you have a debt and, you know, I'd rather you just come to me for 3 months and I'll help you. Yeah, but school, apart from that part of it, I think education is still key, and college is still the number one thing, no matter what people still say in terms of business, because even in business, you have to get that education. And if you want to if you are a pharmacist, you just do a pharmaceutical business. If you are an attorney, you have your own firm, like you, Changwesa. Yes. And, you know, if you're a nurse, you can open up a clinic, you know. But the good thing about America is that also the business-wise, you can do it without school. For me, I ended up in a business that, apart from that English and the way I was structured, the discipline of waking up every day to go to Wake Tech, that helped me. It helps me today. But not the education itself. Because I once shadowed my friend Moses, a mechanic here in Raleigh, and for about a year, and I learned much more than I learned in college.
In school,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but education, I think, is important, because there is no better business than having that degree and then start a business. If I think I could have been in a better position if by any coincidence I had a mass communication degree or a journalistic degree, because I could easily walk anywhere with my camera and my microphone without caring whether I'll be asked for credentials.
Yes. So walk us how you got into what you're doing today then. If like, was there a gap with that after that 6 years after school you graduated, or it was just a nice coincidence you slipped in?
Yes.
Yeah, and tell us what you're doing
nowadays. 6 years
nowadays.
was me.
Yeah.
Today I'm a media. I call myself a media guru. That's the only word I can use. Yes. I'm a media guru. Yeah, I do live streaming events. I do podcasts, like, yeah, I set up, I teach. I have a school of media. It's called SOMA, School of Media Academia. People pay $47 a month, just like a gym. It's a subscription. So yeah, that's one of the things that really actually supports me very well. I also had a studio for 1 year here in Raleigh, but I shut it down. I realized brick and mortar is not working out, and so I do photography and all that, videography for weddings and all that. Yeah. But I'm also a storyteller. What I did not take just photography and run with it. I read a book. Well, I don't want to get out of the camera. It's right here in my shelf. It's called The Blue Ocean Strategy.
That's a good book.
Yes.
I've read that book. Well, some of it.
Yes. So it teaches you to create a new ecosystem from existing ones and bring 2-3 products together, or being creative with one and change it to create a blue ocean instead of a red ocean, whereby people are fighting for one market. But I created my own market because I realized, hey, these Americans, they are so good in photography and they're getting all these $10,000 jobs. And I tried so much. Even I'm an instructor right now in terms of photography. I teach my students from my head, but still getting a photography gig as an African is real tough because the market is saturated with Americans, and they usually are not only so good, but they have their own networks. If your pastor has a mega church, and
that's it.
You are yes. I went to ATEC, and the photographer there has been there for 40 years. Durham Tech, the same, and the son took it over.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So unless you go back to Africa, it's not easy. So that's how I ended up with this book. And I read and I realized, hey, let me combine these things. I realized that guys are charging some crazy amounts to do just photography and videography. So I started combining photography, videography, live streaming, and I'll go with a team and I'll give one prize. And then me being this African that has done farm work in Kenya, I'm like, I'm not scared of the physical hustle.
Yeah.
I will grind and everything shall be paid cash, even my cameras. Yeah, but before I got my first cameras and my first, I forgot, including the DJ machines, I used to be a sound engineer. So I had this big truck with sound systems, and I ended up with a contract with John Hopkins University, Maryland.
Wow.
I used to work for them, especially in Eastern Shore. Yeah, I had connections there before COVID, and COVID hit and the events went down and I couldn't provide sound systems anymore. And I fell back more into more videography, photography, and doing all that media work and building my own platform at the same time, and my own marketing. After watching some very good guys like Chase Jarvis back then, the founder of Echo T-shirts and the shoes. I don't know if you, and he said, hey, you got to create businesses around your creativity. And that's what I did. And with the help of this Blue Ocean Strategy book, Yeah, I came up with this business that I enter a building and anything media, leave it to me.
Mm-hmm.
If you give me your, if it's your 5,000, 10,000, whatever we agree, I will bring the sound system, whether it's 1,000 people or 2,000 people.
Mm.
I will bring photography, I'll bring videography, live streaming. I will become your guy. And I will bring even use some projectors and all that. So that's how I end up being the one doing President Ruto's live streams when it comes to Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
That was my last big job.
Yes.
Really? That's awesome.
So I was with him all day long.
That's
And
awesome.
all these businesses, they came up because, remember, I was this rapper.
Yo.
And I come and I realize, this Dr. Dre is unreachable. And then
not that easy.
I bring a girlfriend from Kenya. 6 months later, 7 months later. 2 years later, she dumps me. I'm moving fast. It's a long story. I get depressed.
Oh.
These mamas that I had employed at this time now, do you know this place? It's called Kildare Farm Road. There's this nice assisted living with independence living. It's called Woodland Terrace in Kerry. So at this point, I'm there. I've graduated from this cheaper assisted livings. But I've been dumped. But the good thing, I've brought a bunch of Kenyans. You know how we move with, I'm a supervisor here and I'm helping people get the job. So the whole place is Kenyans.
Everybody gets a job.
Yeah, and you know, Kenyans, all the women are saved and they have a fellowship. Yeah. So I'm heartbroken and these women pray for me and I'm like, I'll seek Jesus, man. And I'm also working at an assisted living near the Walmart in Kerry. What's the name? Another one, I can't remember. Night shift. And I meet this lady that loves me, old lady. She ended up passing on. And she was not talking, but she was very cool-natured. The room seemed to be very, very rich. Books, everything. And she could only be touched by me.
Oh, wow.
And so the family decided some should be coming there at night just to sit with the lady. Very nice old lady. And since she couldn't speak with me, I'm there at night and sometimes she's not sleeping. I'm just talking and she can't talk back. One day she brings me a book. She goes, picks a book from the shelf. And the book is The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. And I read that book and I said, I'm saved. And I become a Christian from this rapper.
Oh, wow.
And the next day I tell the ladies at work, hey, pray for me, I got saved. By who? I'm like, by myself in the other job. And they pray for me. And then they take me to church, Kerry Church of God. And I join the youth group. And these guys don't have fun. We go for Bible study and they're not doing me justice. I want to be a Christian rapper. And I get to know about Lecrae and Triple E and Tedashii that I end up meeting eventually. Yeah, because I decided now to become this Christian rapper.
You were not giving up on that dream. Huh?
Yes. And I started singing Swahili too and this and that. And eventually my friend Solomon Kamau, a younger friend, decides, hey, let's shoot our own video. We can't wait to pay money. And so he shot my first video. And it plays on TV in Kenya.
Oh, nice.
So I'm on Mpotevu with a lady called Kiki Mutungi. And it goes viral.
Oh,
and
wow.
Eventually he shows me how to use the camera and I fall in love with the camera because he showed me a documentary by a guy called Peter McKinnon from Canada, an amazing guy, a millionaire in terms of a millionaire photographer. Let's call him that. And he was my age mate. And Another one, American one, he also, I watched a documentary about him, and he explained how he slept in his van to start his photography business. And you know what? Eventually, one day I wake up and I'm like, I'm done with this employment. So at this point, I've tried to move out of assisted livings. I went to do a job in Papa John's as a delivery driver. It took my other 5 years, but in between I had 5 albums, 5 music albums. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. So if you are in Kenya at that time, maybe you've seen me on TV here and there. And I end up starting to bring people in America, musicians in America. And one of the best singers I had in the band was called Songiso Nawa from Zambia. And a lot of people from Congo. I ended up with a band from Congo. I don't know if you know Faraja, Benjamin, I don't know if you know, but then Tibonera Brothers.
Oh, I don't know. No.
Oh, they're big. They're big.
Okay, I'll look them up.
Yeah. So I end up joining a Congolese band, and I end up being their treasurer and their money maker, because I was more Kikuyuized, you know. I'm more business.
Wow.
So yeah, it came to a point where I got tired of, now I'm in college I've skipped a lot. I'm in college doing this mechanics thing because I decided, hey, let me please my dad. He keeps asking for a degree. Yeah, so I took that one and went for it. And easy. It was easy for me. Actually, I once got in trouble because of giving people my papers to copy, you know. Yes. So that was a breeze. And then I got to attachment, and I hated the job. I hated it. I did not last 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And I took another job by a Ugandan who was driving people from rehabs here and there. A very smart Ugandan man. Man, we got businessmen in Raleigh, man. They just hide. And at this point, I'm living in some house near where I live right now. And I'm paying $1,100. And I'm like, okay, I've quit my degree job. And it's not paying me so well anyway. And so I start driving for this guy. And one day, while from Nashville, the mountains, I'm from dropping. No, this is another job by someone else, dropping medication. It's about 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm coming back to Raleigh, and I'm listening to this book by Al Nightingale, The Secret. And he tells me how most of us will end up poor at old age. Only 10% of us will end up wealthy. And I realized that was 1960s when he said that. And I'm like, today it's even difficult. And he was telling that to white Americans. So how about me, an African, you know? Then I only have 0.1%. So that night, I've read more books. I've read Kiyosaki. I've read Tony Robbins is the one who landed me in America. I read that book in the ghetto, and I decided I'm out. And I went to my dad where he was living. I asked him for my inheritance. My inheritance is to help me go to America. And he said, well, let's go. So the books really are my mother and father in many ways. And so that night I decided no more. I was like, I'll keep on doing this transport job. But I called my landlord, Dr. Gashengeshi. He doesn't mind me mentioning him. He's been my mentor for a long time. I know you know him, Shiro.
Yes.
An amazing, I think the most influential, educated medical doctor in Raleigh.
Yeah, very smart and very
yes.
humble.
So that dude was my mentor for a long time.
Oh, wow.
And so I tell him, hey, I know I am supposed to be here for another year. but I got to go. And he tells me, Sam, go. Yeah, go. And he lets me go. And let's go back to my Ugandan friend who had all these hybrids. And at this point, I can fix hybrid batteries, these big ones, because they are new in the market and no one can fix them. But I learned so much in college and from Moses. And I told him, hey, dude, I can fix this car of yours. It's here, parking, doing nothing. And he told me, oh, if you fix it, I'll give you half of what the dealership is asking. The dealership was asking for 2,700. I told him, okay, give me half of it, I'll fix it. He towed it to my house, fixed it. And then I told him, hey, I don't want your money. You see that van there? Is it okay? He told me, it's okay, but it's sounding trr, 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 trr. He doesn't know. I went, checked it out, and I'm like, it's just a compressor. So I told him, hey, can you give me that van? Don't give me the money. A minivan, Dodge Caravan. My followers calls it Matilda the First. So
Matilda the First.
Yeah, I right now I have a tribe called Good People Society. Thousands of us. So
Nice.
yeah, and he gives me that one. And I take out the compressor, and I'm like, it all it does is give you AC. I'm like, I'm from the bush, man, and I don't want no AC.
Put the window down, that's it.
Yes. And I take everything. I had TVs, couches, microwaves, everything, washer, dryer. I give it to my community. There was a pastor who was new in town, and he took half of my things. Nice. And I told them, I'm giving away for free, never sold anything. And I moved in my van for 6 months. Yes. And I will make my money, go to Guitar Center, put a mixer that is worth $2,000 on layaway and pay, sound systems, everything. And I bought my first camera, and there I went. And my first job was in Georgia. And someone offered me $700 to do pictures just in the house before the wedding. They had a photographer in the wedding. So they wanted a photographer. I drove here straight to there, took the pictures. I was not so good. And miraculously, they said they were good. And I held the $700 in cash. And I told my Ugandan friend, my friend, it's been good working for you. I'm out. Thank you.
I'm done.
Yeah. Yes, but you know, he knew. He told me, I know you'll be out soon. Yeah, he knew that I was really working on something. And I'll always remember him. And this van became my house, and I did a few jobs. I used to, once I buy my speaker systems, they're all over here. This is my little studio in the house. And I would sleep with them in my van. Park somewhere for 6 months. I did not want any Kenyan to see me. Remember, I told you the first Mzungu told me that they slept in the van. And that's the exact moves I made. And
wow. How did you deal with the weather? Was it summer or winter?
You better, if you have to sleep in a van, you better sleep in a van during winter time, because you can turn on the heat and then sleep for 2 hours. If it cools down, if it gets too hot, you can turn off the engine. And you can better not be heating. But during summertime, you better keep your windows open. And sleep like you are at the beach. Several times I had someone trying to unlock my door to see if they can. And then they'll see a black dude wake up. I'm like, yo. But I used to work at night. So I used to sleep during the day.
In the day, yeah.
And I'll park somewhere with the trucks, and I'll park somewhere by John's Sausage. Yeah, and there I got to know a lot of homeless people, and I got to befriend them, and I got to know their lives.
Yeah, the story. They have amazing stories.
Yes. So that's how I started.
Wow.
Have I answered the question?
That's a very interesting journey.
That's quite a journey.
Yeah.
So, wow.
So I kept living in cubicles. I eventually got into a cubicle, someone's house. And by the time now, I was at Eric's Changweshsa, where we were together. Now I had already blown up not on YouTube, but in terms of business. I had already gotten my contract with Maryland State University.
Oh, good.
And I was racking in some money. And I had this big truck, and it was good. And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, COVID.
Yes. So that's how my story goes.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was all after saying enough is enough one night.
Wow.
So tell us about the Good People Society, your channel, just a little bit, just so you can, anybody who hasn't yet watched.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who hasn't.
Yes, I'm trending on YouTube and on Facebook and on TikTok right now as we speak. And I've been posted by crazy tabloids in Kenya.
Oh gosh.
Really?
So,
what are they saying?
I've been to
I'm curious.
Edgar Obare, Tuko, Nairobi Gossip Club.
What are they saying about you?
Oh, Edgar Obare was the worst, because we were talking about ladies coming from Kenya back then, and it was the social media was new, and they are oppressed by the husbands there, some of them. And then they come here with the husbands, and then they find freedom, and they find better, these small jobs, low-level jobs, women get them easier because of the sitting jobs.
Yeah.
While us men, if we get a job, it's the best is an assisted living, and it takes a lot. So the sitting ones, you get paid more and you can work more hours. So the story was that some ladies will come and make the money more than the dude, and then overturns the dude. Where you go on Instagram and you see, I was insulted for about 48 hours every minute by women from all over the world. I think that was a record. But the Tuko one was me talking about when I was depressed, when my girl dumped me 2 years after I came, and I was so depressed. And I ended up having 3 jobs because that's how I escaped. My escapism was not drinking. So they loved that story from my YouTube, because they were like, my very first investment in Kenya that makes me money today was me building a school with my mom in Kenya and some rental houses.
Oh,
and
nice.
They were built by me overworking out of depression.
Oh.
So I was telling them of that paradox of America. My mom was proudest of me then at that time than never before. But then still in depression, pouring money at her, thinking that my son has finally got it right. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so for 2 years I was depressed.
And but it's good you came out of it. So.
Yeah. So
yes.
We usually close out by asking about work-life balance, but for you, I think our listeners will want to know if you ever found your
the person.
If I ever
found your wife.
Oh, I found my wife at Eric's. That's my friend. Yes.
You found your wife. That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
Eventually. That is 23 years later.
23 years later.
Wow. Hey, good things come to those who wait.
Yes, at the right time.
And if I may say, with very few body counts. I'm a good boy.
Mom, you're hilarious. Oh my God.
Hey, I'm moving you guys from the professional side. Let's come back. Let's come back.
No. All of it is not all. We love all kinds of entertainment.
Okay. This is what you find in my channel sometimes. I tell stories about life in America, but then my stories come with a lot of advice. I turned out to be this whole story, this whole experience, and I tried so many businesses. I tried selling cars in the middle of it before I even got to the media company. That was when I was a CNA. I was still trying businesses then because my mom taught me business from a young age, you know. And I almost got to jail here in Raleigh because I sold more than 10 cars in 1 year without a license. But this African-American lady at the DMV spared my life. Said, you're too young to go to jail and you're not smoking, you're not selling drugs. Yeah, she told me, you pay this fine and may I never see your name here again.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And I tried a cleaning business.
Oh, wow.
And it was a 3-day business because I got this connection and I got almost, I think he has to be a millionaire. And we went to clean his house. And I buy some brooms and I realized, oh, this guy needs some lifts because the windows are up there. Oh my God. And then I employed an old mama to help me. And day one, we start cleaning, we start preparing. Day two, we try to clean this $1 million house, the fire, it's called the fireplace. And my mama fumbles and breaks a mirror that is $6,000. And my insurance, I had taken it a week earlier.
Oh my God.
And then the insurance will flag you if you cause them too much trouble.
Yeah.
So this mama bleeds and pours blood on the carpet that is like a $20,000 carpet.
What?
And my business lasted for 3 days.
Oh my goodness.
That's one of the businesses I tried.
Wow.
And it's funny, some people are millionaires because of cleaning businesses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what would be your advice to your listeners who are trying to make it through, right? Just they're working through it all. And there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but what's your advice for how to keep staying strong and keep fighting?
I'll advise people to this I got from Gary Vaynerchuk. You know, he's one of the biggest media companies in New York. Took his father's company from 2 million, wine company from 2 million to 150 million within a year through YouTube. That's how he has made me grow a lot. And one thing he has taught me, and let me boast, I one day paid him to be on the phone with him, and he was in this Zoom with me, him, and who else? Who is the best musician in Africa? Who is like our Beyonce, but not Tiwa Savage? Yemi Alade.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes, he was in the same call. So I tell people, hey, my mentor is the same mentor to me. Yemi Alade. Don't tell me nothing. Yeah. So, but I never even talked to Yemi Alade. Yeah. So, he has taught me not to be emotional. It's good that you choose a business you're passionate about. Yeah, but passion will help you in times of trouble and you'll keep on going. But passion will not create demand. passion will not create a good blue ocean for you. So if you want to do a business, don't go with emotion and don't be attached to a business. If today being a lawyer is not working and it has not worked for 10 years, better know your exit point. Don't do it for purpose.
And I think that's a very good point, because people hold on beyond, like you are now losing money and you are still holding on because you love it so much, you know?
Yes.
That's a very good point. And
yeah, I did that with Refill Ministries. I missed a big story about a ministry I started before I became now I'm no longer in ministry so much. I'm this what do we call it? African. We call it being an African activist. Yes, that word we use. And I did a ministry called Refill Ministries through this music. So at one point I was a full-time musician in America for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. That whole 26 years I've been in America. There are many places.
Done a lot.
You've done a lot.
So I've toured all over the US. Yes. And eventually, because to me it was a ministry and a business too. Eventually I realized, even after working with big musicians, having big concerts, you can check Refill Ministries on YouTube. You'll see me there doing a lot of big, crazy things, looking for that American dream, but in a more purposeful manner, in a more passionate rapper manner. Yeah. And eventually, now I came to see, hey, I'll just do music as a hobby, you know? Yeah. And I'll do business. And thank God I'm still passionate about storytelling. I was the best storyteller in high school. I went to very high levels in drama and narrative speaking. But I realized passion is not enough for a business. Yes. And because if it's passion, and if it's not giving up and being consistent, I did it in Refill Ministries. And I guess people say winning souls in Christ is the ultimate reward. I did that. I won over 1,000 souls in America. Some of them are preachers and church leaders, but I ended up still with no money. I got conned in other places, in churches, in everywhere. I got met. I'm someone who used to speak with the Ravi Zacharias one-on-one, you know?
Oh,
and
wow.
I was quite something out there. And but believe me, passion ain't bringing the money. It has to be a business that you can create some demand, and you can create an ecosystem.
Wow.
Gary Vaynerchuk.
You're done.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
This has been
nice.
This has been so much fun.
I enjoyed it so much.
I talked most of it.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
you.
We'll have you back another time.
Oh, to hear part two.
Anytime.
Part two.
Any day.
Thank you so much.
Whenever you don't have a guest and you want one, just let me know.
We just tell you.
I'll bring one of my old stories.
No, that's perfect.
And we take some lessons out of them.
That sounds great.
I like it.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you for letting me.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being here. Bye.
Have a good one.
Guys, till next time.
You know, when a bully is usually afraid, they're intimidated, and they feel less than, right? Because here you come as an African kid. You remember, we're supposed to be the poorest. We're supposed to be non-educated. We can't speak. We wear nylon cloths. But then you come in and you're excelling. Yeah, you're killing it. Because I came in at 7th grade. I came in and I was just breezing through all the work, and I was doing everything that I wanted to do. I came in, I auditioned for the choir. I was in. and some people didn't get it. So it's like you have to kind of overlook some of that, because a lot envy comes in different forms and it can be bullying. So it's just one of those things where you have, even now when I look back, and those same people in high school that might have tried to bully me, we're still not on the same level.
I love it. I love it.
I feel like you were so advanced at your age, because